Hey, if you're like me, a seasoned veteran at Smash Brothers, you're probably not impressed by something like this anymore. A lot of people actually enjoy this game for, its simplicity. It's a lot easier to focus on getting big plays like spikes and falcon punches when every move is simplified to just pressing a button in a direction. Chances are you see people getting bodied like this on a consistent basis. Moments like these are the supposed highlight of a fighting game. Everyone enjoys a good disrespectful spike, there's no doubt about that. You're gonna go nuts, your friends are gonna go nuts, and you're probably left feeling pretty good about yourself. This is what's known as the spectacle in fighting games. It's the hard-hitting action that makes you feel good when you pull it off. It's what entices you to want to come back to the game time and time again. But what happens when all you see or you focus on is just the spectacle? What happens when you oversaturate your mind with only moments like these? For just a split moment, you feel like a god at the game. Maybe you'll make a compilation video where you fill the video with memes or jokes to signify that you are so far above your opponent's skill level that they're just a joke to you.
Can you really tell if somebody knows what they're doing just based off of a clip like this? Better yet, can you even tell what made this moment possible?
Did you catch it? If not, let's take one more look at this. Take a close look at where I position myself. By simply eating away at the space that Ness can move and threatening him with Ganon's large hitboxes, I'm slowly pushing Ness into the corner. Doing this denies Ness the space he needs to breathe. It's actually harder for someone to think when they realize, oh my god, I could lose my stock if I get hit here. The natural reaction to this is to use your defensive options. Ness is probably thinking, I need to shield to block Ganon's attacks, and hopefully I can get a grab to throw him off the ledge and get out of this corner. But I'm one step ahead. I've already planned out that I want the spike. My only goal is to get him off stage. I can jump to avoid his grab, and after learning his offstage recovery habits from earlier, I'm able to pull off the big play. So, as a player, what do you think I should be valuing more? This big moment where I made an amazing play? Or this smaller moment where I ate away at my opponent's space, which is what made that big play possible in the first place? Ultimately, we want to get the bigger play. We want that spectacle. But that spectacle is meaningless without substance. The substance being the smaller actions that were performed in the neutral, the habits that we learn from our opponent in the neutral, which allows us to take advantage of our opponents and positions in the neutral, which is then necessary for us to set up the opportunity for the big play.
Okay, I'm following you. What is this neutral you keep talking about?
You ask? Well, I just told you. It's the substance of fighting games. It's the depth beneath the spectacle. Every small action that you do in the neutral can completely change or alter the outcome of every match. Knowing what to do in the neutral is what separates a bad player from a good player. Sure, you can combo me all day, or use a character who can kill me at 30%, or maybe you have an amazing offstage spike. But if you can't hit me in the neutral, you cannot win. The neutral is simply this: taking advantage of your range and trying to hit your opponent without getting hit yourself. Check this out. Anyone who plays this game knows that Mewtwo is combo food for anyone small, has quick moves, and has high mobility. As a Mewtwo player, I know that if Squirtle gets in close to me, there are very few options that Mewtwo can use to break out of Squirtle's combos and juggles.
At the start, it may seem like I have the disadvantage. But what if I told you there was a way to avoid almost everything that Squirtle could do to me? In fact, what if I told you that not only could I avoid what Squirtle could do to me, but I could also possibly even control his movements? The logic behind this is actually pretty simple. Spam projectiles. A lot of people will say that spamming moves is pretty bad, but if my opponent can't touch me or get through my wall of projectiles, why should I care what anyone says? At the end of the day, we all want to win. And while my opponent is getting pretty frustrated that I'm spamming, quote unquote, and they can't get in, I'm slowly guiding their movements until they get into a position I want them to be in, so that I can take the stock. This is what's known as a mind game. According to the freedictionary.com, mind games are defined as an act or series of acts of calculated psychological manipulation, especially in order to confuse or intimidate your opponents. The biggest example I can show you is where you're making your opponent think that you're trying to keep space and distance, when in actuality what you want from them is to approach and make a big mistake so that you can capitalize off of it. It's moments like these that show how smart a player actually is, how well that person can adapt, and how well they can execute a plan of action, all while learning about their opponent within only a few minutes. And when two players have this mindset, that's when some truly great matches come out. The kind of matches that have you at the edge of your seat. The kind of matches where you don't know who's going to win, because both players are equally high skilled. Welcome to my channel, and welcome to a series I like to call Smash Breakdowns, where I take high-level matches and explain to you what's going on through my head as I play. I see a lot of people throwing around big fighting game terminology, but not everyone understands what the terminology means. I'm here to break down what's going on in these matches for the unskilled and uninformed who want to get better at the game. If my videos can help even one person understand the game on a deeper level, or inspire you to go to a local tournament, then I've accomplished my goal. I want to express that I am by no means a god at this game. I rage online, I get salty, and I lose games left and right. I'm just like you, trying to get better at the game and learning more and more about it every day. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more content and consider sharing this video with your friends. Don't forget to leave a like and express your opinions in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions on future videos. You can hit the little bell icon to be notified whenever I release a new video. But for now, I think I'm going to leave you all with some positive advice. Always try to understand why you took that L. You'll never get better if you continue to blame your losses on everything else without taking a good look at yourself. This has been the Arcade Jester, and I'll be catching you in the next video.